Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole Rivers. Has anyone ever experienced some type of domestic violence? See, that's a lot of people. Domestic violence affects women and people each year, but mostly in women. In Kentucky, more than 45% of women have failed victim of domestic violence each year. Domestic violence is a violent or aggressive act, either in or outside a home, caused by a spouse, partner, or a friend. In today's society, domestic violence is all around us. It can sometimes be visible, while other times it's not. Some women report it, while other women don't. And the reason why they don't report it is one, because they're scared of their spouse or partner, or for two, because the cops don't listen to their side. They don't help them. They don't take him away from her. In my paper, I am going to talk about the long-term effects and damages due to domestic violence done to women each year and share a part of my story to let you know what effects have been caused to me and the damage that's been done to me and what I look back on and wish I would have known a sign, like that was my sign to get out. Lifetime exposure to an intimate partner violence, or IPV, by husbands, partners, or boyfriends can range anywhere from 8% to 66%. Whatcom County is against domestic violence, or a DV commission, who recently received two Pell Grants which totaled near $1 million from the Department of Justice to help women that have fallen victim to domestic violence. Domestic violence against women is called an act of gender-based violence, which results in physical, sexual, and mental harm. My situation was a lot different. I was with the father of my children for 6 years. Or he physically, mentally, and emotionally abused me every day for 6 years. This man choked me until I turned blue. He beat me in front of my kids, broke my ribs. I had been knocked into bathtubs. I want everyone to know that domestic violence is a very harmful thing that is done to women each year. I have effects from it every day. I live with back pain and rib pain every day because he broke four of my vertebrae, or four of my rib cages on my right side. I cannot run with my children. I cannot play ball. I cannot go to a roller coaster and ride a roller coaster with my children. I can't do things like that because of the effects that was done to me. The signs that I wish I would have seen when I was with him was when he would get angry or blame me for things. Everything was always my fault. That's how they start off. They always blame you for everything. They never take ownership for what they've done or they've said. It's always you that's at fault. Then they start off with leaving you and taking all your money and putting their hands on you. It may just be a slap now, maybe a slap later, but eventually they're going to turn around and they're going to punch you. And then they're going to choke you out. And they're going to hit you in front of your children. There's always a way that you can leave. There's always a way that you can get out. Never think that you don't have a way out, because you do. When I left him, I left with nothing. I had no money, nothing. I literally packed my whole apartment up in a matter of one day. And I had a big apartment, and now I have 3 children. I packed up my whole entire apartment. I left and I didn't look back. I was a fool. And when I moved, I took him back to try to give him another chance. Don't ever do that. Why? Because they're never going to change. Once they always hit you, they're always going to hit you. Once they beat you, they're always going to beat you. They're never going to stop, and eventually they're going to kill you. I took him back and I almost died in front of my kids. He had pinned me into the corner of my wall and beat me on each side of my body while my kids watched as I gasped for somebody to help me. After he told my children that they were better off that I died. See, these are the things that I want you women to understand. This is the stuff that I had to go through. I also have mental health problems as well. I've developed PTSD. I have a stuttering problem. I have a lot of things wrong with me mentally wise because of the abuse that I endured from him. You can always escape. So please, don't ever think that you can't, because you can. And you can always look for a brighter day, because there's always going to be one right over your shoulder, just like a rainbow. Thank you everyone for listening to my speech, and I hope you enjoyed it.